Tonight, the U.S. Senate debate between John Fetterman and Mehmet Oz in the ABC27 studio. Among the topics, inflation, minimum wage, and abortion.
There should not be involvement from the federal government in how states decide their abortion decisions. As a physician, I've been in the room when there's some difficult conversations happening. I don't want the federal government involved with that at all.
If you believe that the choice of your reproductive freedom belongs with Dr. Oz, then you have a choice. But if you believe that the choice for abortion belongs between you and your doctor, that's what I fight for.
Now, live from your local news source, this is ABC 27 News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Alicia Richards.
I'm Valerie Pritchett. Thank you for joining us. Well, the nation is watching Pennsylvania's race for U.S. Senate and the debate tonight right here in our ABC 27 studio.
We are sitting on the debate stage right now until our studio is reset for our regular newscasts. News media from across the country were here, including our James Crummell, who's usually here. He joins us now with a recap of the debate. James.
Not usually this late, though, Alicia and Valerie, but it is debate night in Pennsylvania, and it certainly lived up to its name. This was the first and only chance to see John Fetterman and Mehmet Oz on the same stage at the same time. The big question, how would the two perform with the eyes of the world watching?
Never got knocked down.
The debate started off strong.
I'm running to serve Pennsylvania. He's running to use Pennsylvania. Here's a man that spent more than $20 million of his own money to try to buy that seat.
All eyes were on Democrat John Fetterman, who was recovering from a stroke and needed a closed captioning system to help him with his auditory issues. He didn't waste any time addressing his health.
And let's also talk about the elephant in the room. I had a stroke. He's never let me forget that. And I might miss some words during this debate, mush two words together, but it knocked me down, but I'm going to keep coming back up. And this campaign is all about, to me, is about fighting for everyone in Pennsylvania that ever got knocked down that needs to get back up.
Republican Mehmet Oz shied away from Fetterman's health issues, instead focusing on why he should win.
I'm running for the U.S. Senate because Washington keeps getting it wrong with extreme positions. I want to bring civility, balance, all the things that you want to see because you've been telling it to me on the campaign trail. And by doing that, we can bring us together in a way that has not been done of late. Democrats, Republicans talking to each other.
The debate quickly centered on the economy.
I can make the difficult decisions, as you do in the operating room as a surgeon. I'll make them cutting our budget as well.
That's what we need to fight about inflation. Right now, because it's a tax on working families, and Dr. Oz can't possibly understand what that is like. He has 10 gigantic mansions. We must push back against corporate greed. We must make sure that we're also pushing back against price gouging as well, too.
The jabs were flying fast and furiously between both candidates. At times, it appeared difficult for Fetterman to keep up.
John Fetterman's, however, response continually is to raise taxes. He raised taxes as mayor. He tried to raise taxes as a lieutenant governor, 46%. That's a big tax rate. He supported Joe Biden's recent tax rate increase, and he's done that without paying his own taxes 67 times.
It was helping two students 17 years ago to help them buy their own homes. They didn't pay the bills, and it got her paid, and it has never been an issue in any of the campaign before. It was all about nonprofit.
When John Fetterman brings up houses, the irony is he didn't pay for his own house. He got it for $1 from his sister. And he hasn't been able to earn a living on his own. He's lived off his parents.
He got his Pennsylvania house from his own inlays from $1.
Mr. Fetterman, we have...
On abortion,
there should not be involvement from the federal government in how states decide their abortion decisions. As a physician, I've been in the room when there's some difficult conversations happening. I don't want the federal government involved with that at all.
If you believe that the choice of your reproductive freedom belongs with Dr. Oz, then you have a choice. But if you believe that the choice for abortion belongs between you and your doctor, that's what I fight for. Roe v. Wade, for me, should be the law. He celebrated when Roe v. Wade went down.
When confronted about his own medical records, Fetterman wouldn't commit to releasing them.
To me, for transparency is about showing up. I'm here today to have a debate. I have speeches in front of 3,000 people in Montgomery County, all across Pennsylvania, big crowds. I believe if my doctor believes that I'm fit to serve, and that's what I believe is appropriate.
Oz was hammered about promoting dangerous treatments on his TV show over the years.
The show did very well because it provided high quality information that empowered people, which was exactly what I want to do when I'm a senator. Give people the power, let them make decisions for their well-being.
Another big issue in this race, crime. Oz didn't waste time attacking Fetterman for being too soft.
I believe that I run on my record on crime. I ran to be mayor back in 2005 in order to fight gun violence, and that's exactly what I did. And working with the police and working with our community, I was able to stop gun violence for 5.5 years as mayor.
Fraternal Order of Police from Braddock, the small town he represented, endorsed me. They supported me because what he's saying is not true. Violence skyrocketed in Braddock. I mean, the town wasn't in a good shape when John got there. It got worse when he was there.
After an hour of hot topics, the candidates made one last pitch to voters.
To me, careers are revealed by your real underlying values. And my values have always been about fighting for forgotten communities all across Pennsylvania.
But I've got one question to challenge you with, just one question. If you take what I'm saying to heart, ask yourself this and others in your family. Are you unhappy with where America's headed? I am. And if you are as well, then I'm the candidate for change.
Oz and Fetterman argued over lots of other issues, including minimum wage, fracking, and paying for higher education. But the headline of the debate will be Fetterman's performance. Did he do enough to convince Pennsylvanians he's up to the job? Even before the debate began, Fetterman's campaign released a statement conceding Oz would win the debate, but Fetterman would win the race. And that will be up to the voters to decide. Election day is 2 weeks from today. Alicia, back to you.
Great recap there, James. Hey, thank you so much. And I think it is safe to say that the main thing people are talking about after this debate is John Fetterman's delivery. He struggled many times to complete sentences. He was open about the fact that he is still healing from his stroke, but many viewers were taken aback. I asked his campaign about that in the news conference after the debate.
John spoke better tonight than he did in the primary. I'm not sure if you were there. He gave a better performance tonight than he gave in the primary. His doctor has said he is fit to serve, not Dr. Oz, who's a phony doctor.
Well, as for Oz, his campaign was asked to clarify their candidate's position on abortion. It appears Oz is currently taking a mainstream Republican stance.
He's pro-life with 3 exceptions for rape, incest, and the life of the mother. He doesn't believe that that doctors should be criminalized. He doesn't believe that the federal government should step in and tell states or local municipalities how to run their abortion laws.
Well, it will be interesting to see where the polls are in this race in the coming days.
Unlike most debates, additional technology shared the studio space with the candidates tonight. Still recovering from a stroke, Fetterman asked for closed captioning. While you at home saw the 2 candidates standing behind the podium talking, they were seeing a large monitor display, captioning transcribed for them in real time. Everything the moderators asked and candidate responses were on those monitors. Before the debate, both campaigns agreed to the technology.
The intense media scrutiny for this race was very apparent tonight.
And journalists from as far away as Korea came to cover this event that many say could have worldwide implications. Brian Munoz reports.
Lights, cameras, reporters all around. All for the showdown between Mehmet Oz and John Fetterman.
There's been no debates between these 2 candidates. It's a big race. It's an important race. There's been 0 debates until this one tonight.
This debate is not only important in Pennsylvania, but worldwide. Media companies from all over, including ABC Australia, Reuters, and the Washington Post, inside this huge tent, working around the clock.
Give our readers a sense of the race where it stands right now, and I'll be working tonight as the debate happens to give updates, maybe tweet some updates. So it'll be go through the end of the night.
Photographers getting video, reporters typing away, others preparing to go live.